All right, welcome back.
Welcome back to our crappy tier lists that are
Yeah,
definitive and always correct.
always correct.
Always correct. This is the Pixar movie tier list. This is obviously the most definitive and
Yeah,
correct ranking of said movies.
and your opinion is wrong if you disagree with us.
Definitely.
Like,
And if we miss something, too fucking bad.
yeah,
I think we should get started with Up.
yeah. Well, let's go in order.
Yeah, let's go in order. Why not?
All right. See, okay, let's preface this. Most Pixar movies are bangers. Like, most of them are really, really good. And if there's any that we haven't seen, well, maybe we'll like watch the trailer.
Yeah, no.
Or like kind of like guess like what we would like rate it. But let's start with Up.
Let's start with Up.
What do you like about Up? Like first off.
Like, I can't say anything. Like, I can't think of anything wrong with Up.
Yeah, like I think Up is differently from other movies, right? Like Up like had a sad start.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other Pixar movies don't have. Like fucking, like the old guy, like you get like had a wife and stuff, and that's like really nice for him. And you find out he his wife died and stuff. He's like he's kind of bitter of the world and stuff. Then like he meets the kid,
Yeah.
right? And I think the kid like really opens his eyes to I think the kid reminds like him of himself.
Yeah. A little bit of self reflection in there.
Yeah, which I think is really good, right? So like the whole like island or I forget what the place is called, but the whole thing where the other old guy was like trying to hunt down the bird.
Bird.
I think it's a solid movie.
Solid movie, but I don't think it's. I can't think of anything that I particularly enjoyed about it.
Yeah, like there's not. Well, some of the other like movies, there's iconic like scenes that you remember or like iconic songs in the soundtrack.
I mean, actually, Up had some pretty good songs.
They have pretty good songs, but it's not like nothing you would really quote, right? It's
Yeah.
not. It's not like some of the other movies that are on this list. It's not like Toy Story with "You Got a Friend in Me," or what else we got here? I think Cars has some good songs in it.
Yeah. So I can't think of anything wrong with Up,
Yeah.
but there's nothing that makes it stand out greatly. So I'm suggesting a B tier. Now, as for where in B tier, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I think for Up, Up is a great start as a B tier. It's like the middle of the road.
Middle of the road. I think Up's a good benchmark.
Yeah, it's really good. Now, Toy Story. Now, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
This is where Pixar got its start. Like it's proper
this is
start.
like definitive Pixar. Right?
Yes.
Like, you ever notice like in some movies like that like get have voiceover like voice actors and stuff. You don't recognize the voice because it suits the character so much.
Yeah.
Like this is me with Tom Hanks in this movie. Like he plays Woody. You forget he plays Woody. Like almost all the time.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
So, I think Toy Story is another benchmark
For us.
for S.
I think yeah, I think
S tier
it's
easy.
disrespectful not to put it in S. Because it's
Definitely.
just so good. Like the story behind like the idea is fantastic.
Honestly, like Toy Story is
like-
so classic.
It's so classic and the idea is so great, like where toys are actually alive but like they don't act alive when you're around. That's such a great idea. And, like later in the series, like you kind of realize like how you treat your toys in a sense, like when you were younger. This was really good. I love it.
Now,
So this is Monster University. Well, let's just do Monsters Inc. Like, just fuck it.
I mean, they're both in there.
They're both in there, right? But I feel like we should rate Monsters Inc. before University.
Yes.
Because University's
Yeah. Let's say our thoughts on University.
yeah. Okay, so Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Now let's okay.
Now here's another really iconic, groundbreaking film.
Like, when did Monsters Inc. come out? That was like what?
I know.
Early like 2000s is when Pixar has like great ideas for movies. Like no one else was thinking like a movie like Monsters Inc. Like no
So,
one.
October 18th, 2001.
Dude, like a month later after 9/11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude. That's surprised they didn't have a fucking Al Qaeda fucking monster.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, like. Okay, let's break down the movie. So the whole idea that monster society, right, and like this is like a good paying job,
Mhm.
to like scare kids, right? Because they're monsters, they gotta do something, right? It kind of makes sense.
It makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
Monsters underneath your closet, underneath your bed, in your closet.
Yeah.
That's kind of a trope. Like, not a trope, but like, you know.
Some of the designs in Monsters Inc. were good. Like, not even just like Mike Wazowski and Scully. Like, the purple guy, I forget his name. Randall? I think his name's Randall. His design is good. I like how, like, an invisible monster that just kind of pops out. It's cool.
I think they created a very compelling world with compelling characters, and they kind of flipped the monster thing on its head.
They made monsters likable.
Yeah, very likable characters.
Like, if this movie didn't come out, then monsters to this day would still be like gross, fucking evil characters, right? But with Monsters Inc., since it caught us at such a young age, it kind of like
Redefined the whole monster thing.
yeah, like don't judge a book by its cover. I think this is like Monsters Inc. is kind of like don't judge a book by its cover, right? Because like they're all monsters, like but like Mike and Scully, they are like nice guys.
Yeah,
Right?
no doubt. You know what? I like Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
I think it's S tier, but it's not as good as Toy Story. Like I was debating A tier, but I think it's.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like because there's so many S's in this.
I mean, there's also some trash.
There are some trashy, yeah, but there's so many S's. I'm okay with Monsters Inc. being S.
Yes.
Now, University.
A swing and a miss.
That's all it was. Swing and a miss. I do like the story with Randall. How he was like a nerdy guy and then he like became an asshole. I like that. I like how they did that.
No, I gotta admit, I don't remember a lot of plot points on University. I did watch it.
It's a pretty forgettable movie.
It's forgettable.
It's not like with Ink, where the fucking like there's so many memes like Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Or like fucking like Boo. Boo's such a cute character.
Yes.
First off. And yeah, cause like the villains of Monsters Inc., Randall and the one spider guy, they're memorable. I don't remember what the villains of University look like.
Honestly,
I just remember like the main team.
I don't know if I care that much.
I don't care about University. I like the idea about a prequel to Inc., but it's just like a hit and miss. Like I would say C or D. I don't think it's B tier.
No, it's definitely not B tier. It's below up. Honestly,
Absolutely
I don't
below
know
up.
if there's gonna be that many D tiers. Pixar's generally
Yeah.
pretty good. I like it for C right now,
I like it for C.
but if we can come back to it if we decide.
Yeah. Well, I think you're right with the fact that it's not going to be a lot of D tiers. But we'll save D, like D tier lists open, because I feel like there might be at least a couple that deserve B.
Speaking of D tier, Dory.
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 Wait, is Nemo?
You know
in
what?
this?
I didn't watch it.
I watched it.
I'm gonna have to watch the trailer.
Yeah. Okay. Let's watch trailer. No, is Finding Nemo in that list? Can't see it.
It's gotta be.
Right.
Yeah, it's right. It's the next one. Nemo. Finding Nemo.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought there was like sharks or Shark's Tale. Is that what it is?
I don't know. Was that even? I don't think that was
Sure it was
Pixar.
Pixar, right? Anyway, I think we should rate Nemo before because we all remember Nemo.
Yes.
So we'll watch it for Dory, but I think Nemo we don't need to. Nemo, okay.
I like Nemo for A tier.
I was about to say that Nemo for A tier. I think Nemo is an easy A tier.
Easy A tier. I don't think there's much discussion needed on Finding Nemo. Now for Dory. That's gonna be a tough one.
For me, it's not
Well, no.
because like
So
let's watch trailer.
let's watch the trailer.
Let's see how it is, right?
Oh, you know what? My audio device is no. What the? Is it just muted? Okay, we're good. Okay.
Good.
Don't cry, Mommy. Don't cry. Dory. Dory?
So Nemo is in it.
Yeah.
Dory, it's the middle of the night.
Dad, Dory sleeps with me. She's talking in her sleep.
Dory says a lot of things in her sleep, okay?
Let me get wrench. I think it's Dad, what if she starts sleep swimming again?
I'm sure this was a one-time thing. So can you just all go back to... Dory?
Bye.
Dory?
Oh, I remembered something. That's not possible. Is it? Okay, is it like a picture in your head? And then you think I've seen this before? I just used the word before, which means remember?
I think I've seen enough.
Are you tired of Ellen?
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of Alan.
Like, she was good in Nemo. I like Dory and Nemo, but I did not feel Dory should get his own, should have gotten his own movie.
Yes.
It's pretty unnecessary. I feel like even Nemo, where cause I had like some shorts, I think with the Blu-ray release.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nemo, like when you think of Nemo, you're thinking like fucking the boat thing. You're thinking the fucking dentist office. Which
Yeah.
the dentist office alone, characters in that, fucking ball, like they're so cool.
I'm a fan.
I love the idea. But Dory had one cool extra character, which was like a chameleon octopus, where you could blend with background. That's the only cool character in Dory.
That sounds appealing, but
But
Story-
Dory itself,
plot points. What's the entire synopsis essentially?
So Dory remembers her parents, and basically tries to track them down. That's parents premise.
Okay, and why would the audience watching Finding Dory care? The original Nemo came out over 10 years ago.
Yeah, like
Why do we care?
if they wanted to make us like a Nemo 2, basically what Dory is, they should have done it way sooner. Cause 10 years, that's a long fucking time.
That is a very
And
long time.
I didn't care about it. Like if it got me when did Nemo come out? It was again early 2000s, maybe
Yeah.
2002. I'm guessing.
I want to say 3. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. 2003. And Nemo came out. I'm pretty sure you're right. 10 years, over 10 years.
13 years later, because it was in 2016, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
So,
That's way too long. If it came out maybe 2008, that been okay? I feel like people wanted more of Nemo, and the story did not deliver.
yeah.
For
Honestly,
most cases.
Nemo didn't need a.
It didn't need a sequel.
It
It,
did-
it especially didn't need a Dory specific sequel.
No.
If you want a sequel, maybe like a fucking a special.
A special, or even Nemo is a parent now.
That would've been cool.
Time skip further than.
Cause like, it's been fucking over 10 years.
Yeah.
Like that would've been cool.
A lot of the people who watched Finding Nemo as a kid in 2016 have kids now themselves.
Yeah.
It would be more relatable. I think it would be more compelling.
They should have done that, right? But I feel like, cause it was 2003, right? And like fucking, is that when Ellen was like super famous, or was like more later?
I think she was pretty famous at that
she's
point.
pretty famous. But I feel like she got more famous like later in the early 2000s.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking high D, low C.
I'm thinking high D.
High D.
Yeah, D for Dory.
D for Dory.
Yeah, like it had potential. It definitely had potential. It just did not deliver.
Yes. So we put her in the Dory tier.
Definitely Dory tier.
Okay.
I've
Now,
actually put her not in the Dory tier.
now this is
This is
second
Cars.
Cars.
Oh,
Let's do
second
Cars
Cars.
1 first.
Cars 1. Okay, Cars 1 was good. I like Cars 1.
I liked Cars 1.
I like that was around the time where Larry the Cable Guy was kind of getting some like screen time and stuff. He had some specials, had a movie. I'm pretty sure at least every white fucking Canadian knows Larry the Cable Guy
Yeah.
and enjoyed him. Like so, like I think most people know Larry the Cable Guy, but maybe some people didn't enjoy them.
So here's my question: do we like Cars enough for A tier?
No,
No, I didn't think so either. No, I think it's better than Up.
I would disagree.
No,
When
honestly,
you're thinking of like the characters from Cars,
Ka-chow,
Ka-chow, you're thinking Lightning McQueen,
Rusty
and,
Boy.
and Mater. Those two. You don't even remember the other names.
Yeah, no.
But Up, like, it doesn't even matter if you know the other names, but you know the characters.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
like the bird, like the old man, kid, the evil guy, the dog with a fucked up voice. I think Up is over Cars.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
I feel like Up was more heartwarming than Cars. Right? Like Cars was, it was good for its time. It
Now, Cars 2.
I didn't watch Cars
I think I did. I don't think it capitalized as well. Like, I don't think it was as good. They didn't have to try as hard for a
See,
sequel.
2. Cars, I feel, did not need another sequel, let alone 2 sequels. I
Yes.
feel, and like not even that, there's fucking planes now. And
Wait,
that's just
you know
dumb.
what? So, this is the first one, second one, and third one.
Oh, okay.
So, for the second one, Ka-chow.
Ka-chow. C for Ka-chow.
Third one, I have no idea, honestly.
Let's watch the trailer. Because I don't remember. I think they were trying to make it dark. Cars 3.
Oh, it's like a professional racing thing. I think
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like Lightning McQueen like actually gets hurt. Right?
NASCAR meets Pixar.
That's all it is.
Does get hurt. Ooh, big sad. Okay. I mean, sure.
Everything
changed.
change.
Summer
2017.
2017. I don't know if I care.
Dory.
Dory?
Dory tier. This has nothing. Nah, I think Dory's better.
You think Dory's better?
I think Dory's better. Because here's the thing. at least we know Dory. Cars 3 was like, oh, okay, Cars 3. Whatever. Which happens with any, like, third movie sequel, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Do we really? Okay, listen.
Incredibles.
It has the Esther mom.
Yes. If we go back to the mom's tier list.
Dude, go back to the mom. If you haven't watched yet, chat, just fucking go back to the mom tier list. Dude, no one can argue about at least the S tiers. Like,
And this is
bro.
the animated mom booty tier list.
Yeah.
Go back.
Go back.
The,
Yeah.
No competition.
There's no competition. Everyone knew. Like, you didn't have to fucking click on the video. You knew it was Eliza Girl. Goddamn booty is ridiculous.
Now, saying that, does that translate to S tier?
Okay, not just focusing on the mom. Let's talk about the villain. I think Syndrome was a good villain.
I think Syndrome was.
I like the idea.
I like him. Like, so, the Incredible family was born with natural talent.
Basically, yeah.
The villain had to work for everything he had.
Yeah.
And, like,
Like Incredibles 2 is here as well, which I've noticed. Like, if they ever make Incredibles 3, I don't want them to be like the villain to be another tech villain. But the past two has only been like they don't have any superpowers.
Yeah.
I want one where they have superpowers and he abuse it. Like I want like some like ridiculous fucking power, like fucking like controlling time or some shit. Like really broken. So I think that would be like a good boost because like even though you have powers, you can be evil, right?
yes.
Because it feels like, well, at least with the first one, like, oh, I don't have powers, I'm kind of bitter to the world, so I'm going to use tech to really, seem like I'm a good guy. Like, at least the first one.
So, I like The Incredibles.
I love Incredibles.
Now,
Great.
is it S tier?
Yeah, I think it's better than Monsters, Inc.
You think it's better than Monsters, Inc.?
I think it's better than Monsters. I think Toy Story is still better, but I think Incredibles
So,
is better.
In my opinion, it's better than Nemo.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely better than Nemo. But I don't know if it's better than Monsters, Inc.
Let's talk about it.
That
So, you've got to admit, Syndrome Incredibles was cool. Like, his outfit was kind of cool.
yeah.
And plus, like, the fights that were in it were also cool. Although, like, his fucking troll doll hair. Like, I think he kind of pulled off the troll doll hair. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Plus, like, Incredibles had Edna Mode. Fucking Edna Mode. Which is, like, arguably the main character of the fucking movie. And, bro, it had Samuel L. Jackson as fucking Frozone. Come on, dude. That has to be an ass.
Frankly, I just like Monsters better. Like,
Really though?
I just like, I'm happy to put Incredibles into S tier,
But not over Monster.
not over Monsters Inc. They're both. It's still an S. No doubt about that.
Okay. For overall characters, with Monsters Inc., there's only 3 that you really care about. Mike, Scully, Boo. Mike's girlfriend you don't really care about too much.
No.
At least with Incredibles, you got Mr. Incredible, Electrical, and then, like, their kids. Right?
You got a whole family.
Not the whole family. Plus Syndrome, and, like, Syndrome's, like, whatever she is, like, assistant, girlfriend, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
So you have more...
Actually, wait. Syndrome was voiced by Jack Black.
Was he voiced by Jack Black?
I think so.
Let's check.
Was he?
I think he was.
Okay.
If that's so, then I feel like, yeah. Because, like,
Okay.
that roster of cast is broken. Fucking straight broken.
You put Jack Black in almost anything, and it's an S.
Yeah, like, that's why Kung Fu Panda did so well.
Yes. Oh yeah. So Ratatouille
You know,
I like it for S.
for
I like it for S.
I like it for A.
Let's
Let's watch the trailer. Because I haven't seen the trailer in a long time, but I remember the Ratatouille movies really well.
Ratatouille trailer. I feel like Pixar just got everything right with this movie.
You're right.
Like they executed it perfectly.
One of them. You may think that's a strange training for a rat, but always believe that hard work and a little luck is only a matter of time before I'm this stone.
Like it's not their traditional,
The traditional
Style.
Yeah.
but it's so unique. It's executed flawlessly.
I get it. I love fucking Linguini. Like his last name is fucking great.
Frigatine.
Yeah.
Stop what?
Licking me off.
I want to make things, Dad. Stay away from the humans. It's dangerous. Now shut up and eat your garbage.
Shut up and eat your garbage.
I like the idea where he controls him like through his hair.
Oh, I'm detecting
Nuttiness.
Hate to be rude, but reference.
Yeah, I just like the execution. I think it was flawless. I like the concept. The characters are relatable.
Yeah. I mean,
Together, we can be the greatest chef in Paris.
Oops.
We're in Paris now, baby. My town. Hey.
let's go back to the list. Anything think about this?
Okay, if it's not S tier, it's top of A.
It's definitely top of A. That's where I was thinking. I'm just trying to think if it is S. Because there's some, like, I get it, like, they executed really, really, really well on most things in that movie.
And like, if you compare it to anything else Pixar has made,
Let's leave it for top of A for now.
okay.
I think top of A. We may come back to it, but I think top of A. Now, The Good Dinosaur, I don't think I've ever watched this, or ever heard of it. Is it like a new movie?
No, it's super not new. It's, well,
Or is it, wait, is this like, because I'm assuming that like a remake, right?
5 years. It's like it's not new, but it's not old. You know.
Okay.
Actually, is that the second one? 2015. Yeah, I haven't seen it,
Okay.
so it's hard to say.
From trailer alone, we'll rank it. Already a great start. Like the experience they've had.
So basically, what happens here is dinosaurs don't go extinct, and then humans somehow evolve, and humans and dinosaurs live together.
It's kind of cool, actually.
It's up to us to protect our home.
I'm scared.
Sometimes you gotta face your fear to get to the other side.
I can do it.
Trailer alone, I like it.
I like it. They're like the effects are okay. I like I think the water's good in this movie. You know what I mean? I think it looks good.
Like, I like the idea of Land Before Times.
Yo,
with
Land
humans.
Before Time.
I don't know.
That's a fucking cool movie.
Yes.
Come
when when the dinosaurs are smarter than the humans.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm done.
I dig it. B tier.
Hold on. Discovering that-
We need to get home.
I think you're right. I think B tier.
Okay, that works.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with B tier. And do we have anything in B right now?
Yes, we do. We have a couple.
Okay. So since we haven't watched Top of B,
I like it more than Up. Like so
the
far.
premise.
The premise I liked it more than Up.
I would say between Up and Cars, just because like Up had a good ending.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we don't know the ending of the Good Dinosaur. It could be. It could not be that great.
Yeah.
But at least with Up, I guess like I personally really like the ending. Now, have you seen A Bug's Life?
Yes.
It's really
But
good.
it's been so long.
It's been absolutely so long.
like easily over a decade since I've seen it.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people like mix Ants with Bug's Life because it's pretty much the same movie.
Yeah.
It's the same year after year. They come, they eat, they leave. That's our lot in life. It's not a lot, but it's our life.
We don't serve grasshoppers.
Squish them.
We can find bigger bugs to come here and fight.
So he starts using technology to fight the
What they got.
grasshoppers, right?
Right. Yeah. You know what reminds me of? James and a Giant Peach. Ever watched it?
No.
Ooh. I watched the fuck out of that movie. It was great.
Disney Pictures presents a Pixar Animation Studios film.
For the colony and
So this came out around the time of Toy Story.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I definitely don't like it as much as Toy Story.
Absolutely not.
Definitely not. It's early Pixar,
I like it more.
which has its charm.
I like it more than Cars.
I do like it more than Cars. In fact, I think I might like it more than Monsters University, but it's definitely C tier.
It's definitely C tier. I think between the Good Dinosaur and Cars. So I remember A Bug's Life.
You like it for B.
I like it for B, yeah.
I liked it for top of C. But
Okay, Cars 1. Do you think it was better than Bug's Life? But here's the thing. I think Bug's Life had a very good start and middle. I don't remember the end that well.
I don't remember the end.
Cars, I feel it's the same thing. Like a good start, middle, don't care about the end.
And I like the idea of an insect world more than I like the idea of a car world.
Absolutely. Right, because you know, there's always the question: does Lightning McQueen have car insurance or life insurance?
Yeah,
You don't know.
don't know.
You don't know.
Don't care.
Exactly. Now, okay, do you like it more than Cars? So I feel
Definitely more than Cars 2.
for Cars 1. This is where I stand. I feel like we should bump Cars 1 to C and Bugs Life to B. Or the switch to roles. That's what I feel.
So you want Bugs Life for C.
Bugs
or
Life,
B. B.
Bu-
B.
Bugs Life for B, where Cars 1 is, and Cars 1 is in top of C. That's how I feel.
You know what? Yeah, I kind of
Agree?
agree.
Yeah, like Cars was it was good, it lacked a lot of stuff. It's hard not to say that it did not lack a lot. Like it did not lack a lot of stuff. Now, Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2. I have not actually seen it. I know it's relatively new.
Yeah. Like what was this? 2018. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you wash your hands with soap? Did you dry them? What? Is this all vegetables? Who wanted all vegetables?
I did. So, are we going to talk about it?
What?
The elephant in the room.
What elephant?
I swear to God, if there's a literal elephant in the room, I would have lost my shit.
Mom's
I
new
actually
job.
don't like it.
It's time to make some wrong things right. Help me bring supers back into the sunlight. We need to change people's perceptions about superheroes, and Elastigirl is our best play.
Better than me?
Whoa! I like Mom's new job!
Bye, sweetie.
I'll watch the kids, no problem.
That's not the way you're supposed to do it, Dad. They want us to do it.
I don't know that way. Why would they change math? Math is math. Math.
Math is math.
Hello?
Hey, honey.
Yeah.
Great.
Everything's great.
Is she having an adolescent?
Hey, Jack.
He's an excellent help. Num num cooking.
Wow, Jackie, that is freaky.
You know it's crazy, right? To help my family, I gotta leave it. To fix the law, I gotta break it.
You got to, so our kids can have that choice.
Thank you, young man.
Okay.
Combustion imminent? What does that mean? Ah!
It means fire, Robin.
So, okay. Can we just address that Jack's basically a god? He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yes. He is the most powerful person on the team, easily.
Now,
in the family, that is.
if they ever make the Incredibles 3, time skip. Make Jack a little older. And have him make a main focus. I would actually like a main focus be on Jack. And like maybe like okay, some people know Jack has like a lot of powers.
Hot take. We were talking about how you want a superpowered villain.
That'd be cool.
Jack is the villain.
That'd be cool. Or like a character like Jack where he also has a
No,
lot of
literally Jack is the villain.
powers. This is where I think
He gets kidnapped by an evil society, and they raise him.
This is why I feel like going to like Dragon Ball for example, like when Raditz came to Earth and he tried to kidnap Gohan, I feel like they did the same thing. Where like there's a character that has a lot of powers like Jack. He sees that he's like Jack is kind of like him, and he tries to kidnap him and raise him to be like his next heir.
Yes.
That would be cool. I think if they ever make Incredibles 3, Jack should be a focus.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. But
So-
this is the second Incredibles.
Second Incredibles. Main villain is not as memorable. He's not as great as Syndrome.
I agree.
Okay, it's just like, Screenslaver? That's kind of a dumb name or villain. Not gonna lie.
I think A tier,
I think bottom A.
bottom A. Yeah.
Bottom A, yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree it's better than Up, but okay, Wall-E has to be an S. There's no way in hell it's not.
I like it for top of A. But I see where you're coming from.
Explain.
I just don't think it
It's so
You know what?
goddamn cute.
in terms of I'm thinking about how classic these films are. Like it has to be a really good film that's a classic.
Well,
Now, actually, if I take it from that perspective,
right. Wall-E is one of the most memorable Pixar movies to date.
full cap.
Like the whole idea about post-apocalyptic, like we all think as kids we were expecting Pixar to do this idea.
It's
You
a
know-
commentary.
Yeah, and it's worked so well. Like,
Yeah.
so well. And the relationship between Wally and Eva. Like, if they ever make a Wall-E 2, I just want to know what happens.
Yeah, what happens to the humans that come back?
So they pretty much like they plant like vegetables and stuff and try to like, regrow Earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Wall-E's same thing with like Coraline, for example, where like it's such a good movie, and you kind of want a sequel, but you just don't know what they can do. You know?
Yeah, like, nothing you really do with Wall-E is like a time skip, maybe. But like, would that execute well?
I would be okay with a special. Like a fucking 40-minute special of them like maybe like a year later when they first land and like kind of like everything's kind of going well, like the relationship that Wall-E and Eva have. That would be good. So I don't think they should really focus on like a full-on sequel.
Yes.
Right? Like, because really there's not much you can do. But I think, are you happy with like where it is now for us?
Yes, actually, I am.
Yeah. And I think it's better than Incredibles and Monster Inc. I think I'll watch Wall-E more than Toy Story. Like we're watching. So like, I really like mixing certain styles, right? Like Wall-E's kind of like a more dirty, kind of Mad Max like looking thing.
Yeah.
Than like the futuristic like Eva, right? And like how they like the relationship they have. I really like that. But I think Toy Story is just better overall as a movie.
Yeah.
I think it's like the villain in that one. Because like the villain in Wall-E was just the wheel, which
I think the villain in Wall-E's actually humanity.
basically, well, that's the main one. But like when they were trying to go back to Earth, like the wheel like became like the villain, quote unquote villain.
So,
Inside Out.
Inside Out, yes. I watched it.
I haven't.
It's about emotions.
I know that.
But
And I've seen, there's only one scene I've seen, spoiler warning, where I guess the kid's imaginary friend dies. That's the only thing I know about Inside Out.
yeah, I watched it, I forgot that because I didn't care enough. And that's because I think it is right here.
Like it has the meme where it's like, what's going on inside of your head? Like I like that meme. But I think, okay, for someone who's watched Inside Out, so I've seen the trailer before. I think I need to see it again. Is it better than Cars 2? Inside Out.
I think, yeah. It has its place.
Okay. Now, is it better than Universal?
Yeah. I think it is. But that's definitely as high as it could possibly go for me.
Yeah, I think, again, someone who hasn't seen it, I think Cars probably a top of C for a while. We only got so many more movies, but I think Cars is probably the top. Bar none.
I might actually have a contender in mind for top of C.
Okay, we'll get to there.
We'll get there. Now, Coco.
I love this movie.
I've never seen it.
I would, if you ever want to get high, watch this movie. The colors are crazy.
I know I'm not supposed to love music. No music. No music. But my great grandma Coco's father was the greatest musician of all time. Papa Ernesto de la Cruz. One day, he left with his guitar and never returned. No, my family thinks music is a curse. Great-great-grandfather, none of them understand me. I'm supposed wants to play music.
All right, who's in there?
I'm sorry. What's going on?
Dead child. Dead child.
Do you mind?
Welcome to the land of the dead.
Now, is he dead?
This isn't a
Yes.
dream.
But not
Okay.
really.
He just he's visiting.
He's basically dead, but he's not like perma dead. At the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
I know you're great grandpa. I'll get you to him. What are you doing?
I'm walking like a skeleton.
No, skeletons don't walk like that.
It's how you walk.
No, I don't. There's no one left in the living world who remembers you. You disappear from this world.
So in this movie, you die twice.
I'm like your grandpa.
When you die physically, and when
What happened that summer?
someone thinks of you for the last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like your body dies and then your soul dies.
Okay. Yeah, I can. I like the concept.
Yeah.
I do like the concept. Now,
The colors are great in the movie.
great colors.
I like how it's a Spanish movie.
Yes.
I feel like Pixar like really do well with a Spanish movie.
So, I kind of think top of B.
As someone who's watched it, I would say top of, or bottom of A.
Bottom of A.
Yeah. Because like, there's a twist in the movie, which is kind of cool. Plus, like, it has a heartwarming end. And I feel like anything that has a heartwarming end, like, makes you feel good inside, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story 2.
I like the aliens. Aliens was a really cool addition.
Wasn't that the first one, though?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, the aliens were in the first one, but they didn't have the aliens, like, as toys. Because remember, like, when they were at, like, Planet Pizza? And that's where the aliens were introduced.
Yeah.
Second one's where Jessica introduced.
Okay.
It was like, I gotta go to work on a Sunday. And then fucking this across the street.
So, second one. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's high rank.
Higher rank.
But I don't know if it's A tier.
I think top of B.
Top
Like-
of
like-
B.
Okay. Chad, Toy Story 2 is great. Fantastic. But, like, Toy Story 2, I think the only thing it did well was introducing Jesse and the horse, which I forget his name. And like the fucking one guy, pretty much like a weeaboo, like fucking like mint condition. This figure's mint condition.
Oh, I remember what happens here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There's been so many Toy Stories that they get kind of muddy.
Sorry?
They get kind of muddied.
Yeah. I like the idea. I really like the idea. But I don't know. Who's your favorite toy outside of like Woody and Buzz?
Potato Man.
Sorry?
Say Mr. Potato.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. I like Rex.
Rex is a really good pick too.
But Pig though is like kind of sassy. I like it.
I was thinking either Mr. Potato or Pig.
Yeah. But I think I like Rex. I like how he's like kind of a shy.
Shy Diamond.
Okay. He was cool. The Buzz Lightyear cartoon, he was even more cool.
Hold on. The toys are back in town. And just trying to get home.
It isn't a real rescue without Buzz Lightyear.
In one
So this is like the backstory for Woody, where like they introduce like the full set,
Yeah,
and then like some collector tries to steal them.
yeah, like, which kind of makes sense. A lot of toys like have a full set,
Yeah.
but I don't think I ever have a full set of any toy.
No.
Like,
What do you think? You're rich?
fuck that.
Fuck that.
Even as adults, like, fuck that. Like, really, like, I bought some, like, a couple years ago. It's like, okay, this is a cool figure. You'll want to, like, collect the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna buy the whole, like, set. 'Cause I don't care about the whole set. I just want, like, the one that looks cool. Or one that's, like, one of my favorite characters. Like, that sort of thing. So, Toy Story 2.
Yeah. There's an argument for bottom of A.
I would say Up is better. I would put it there. Personally.
I like it better than Up.
I don't know, I just really like Up. I don't know.
You would really like Up, wouldn't you?
Listen, you sack of shit.
Okay, what about
Toy Story
3? And I'll leave Up where it is for now.
3. Okay.
This is where he grows up, right?
Yeah, he goes, like, he's starting to go to college. Or preparing to go to college. Which is, like, just a great idea, right?
Yeah. What happens to toys after their owner grows up?
Really, though. Like, do you have any toys that you were, like, do you have when you were a kid?
No. No.
Do you think your mom has any of them?
Honestly, I don't think so.
Like, I have, like, a tote of, like, all my old shit. And, like, it's just cool. And I have, like, a few that, like, I kept it as a baby. It's, like,
Yeah.
kinda nice.
I have stuff from like when I was like born,
Yeah.
but like I never made the effort to keep it. It was more like my family kept it. 'Cause, like obviously when you're like 12, you don't care, you know.
Like, I have, like, a few, like, I have, like, a pack of comic books that I read when I was a kid that I still have, like, in, like, the fucking sleeves and shit. The Toy Story 3, I think is a great idea. The end, okay. Toy Story should have ended at 3.
Yes.
4 was not necessary. It's great. But 3, like,
You know, I'll be honest. I watched Toy Story 4 with an ex and I fell asleep.
yeah. Like, Toy Story 4 has great moments, sure. But 3, like, the ending of 3, like, Andy giving his toys away, that, like, that hits deep. Yeah. I felt like 4 was not necessary. Like 3 had a good villain, too.
What was the villain again?
The pink teddy bear? He was like an actual villain.
Yes.
Like the first 2 didn't really have like the first one had the dickhead kid. The
Yeah.
second one had like the fucking 40-year-old virgin. I don't remember the villain in the fourth one, but the third one like actually had a villain. Where you don't like.
I think 2 is stronger than 3.
Sorry?
I think 2 is better than 3. But they're very close. I think in
I
fact
think they're very close.
I think in fact it's this.
I think you're right. Yeah. Like Toy Story 2 overall is better, I think. But 3 had probably the best villain of the Toy Story line.
Yes.
Just because like he was like more like he was like you actually see him as a villain. Now,
And
4
Yeah. 4. Unnecessary.
unnecessary.
Not bad.
It's not a bad movie at all.
Like
But
sport
it
or
was,
whatever.
It was very like thrown in there. Like I'm pretty sure most people that have seen 4 would have been happy if Toy Story ended with 3.
Yes.
Like
in fact,
why not?
I
Like,
agree.
like Toy Story 3 had a great ending, fantastic ending. Like again, Andy giving his toys to the little girl,
Mhm.
very very emotional. Like like even the line like Woody gives him, like so long partner, like that's
Yeah.
that's just fucking tastic. Before like 4's great, but again, I feel we should take into consideration where it's this unnecessary.
Yeah, I very much agree. In fact, I think it's either, in my opinion, bottom B or top C.
I think top C.
Oh, like, where was this again?
It is there. It's where Toy Story 4 is. There it is.
Yeah, I think right here is where I would put it.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Now,
Which is unfortunate, because Toy Story is a very memorable series. Very memorable. And, like, Toy Story 4, here's my problem. Again, like, Woody, you don't think of him as Tom Hanks, when he does Woody, you don't think, oh, Tom Hanks is voicing Woody. It's Woody. But in the fourth one, they have, like, Key and Peele. And for me personally, I just hear Key and Peele. I don't really associate, like, a different character.
yeah.
Which is very distracting for a animated movie. Very. So we got Brave.
Brave.
Now,
I think I've seen it, but I didn't really pay attention.
I haven't seen it, but I like the idea.
Yes. Now, we're going to have to watch the trailer, guaranteed, because
Absolutely.
none of us have actually watched it.
Yeah. But I love the idea.
I like the idea.
Like, I already know the idea, but I love it. It's great.
I saw something that day. Something I will not forget. It stands 12 feet tall, with razor-sharp claws. His hide littered with the weapons of fallen warriors. His face scarred with one dead eye. I drew my sword.
Shut up! That leg was clean off. Oh, that's my favorite part.
In accordance with our laws, the firstborn of each of the great leaders must prove their worth.
Merida, stop!
A lady enjoys elegant pursuits.
I present my only son. He took out a whole armada single-handedly. With one arm, he was steering the ship.
Freedom. But are you willing to pay the price your freedom will cost? Careful what you wish for, my mother would say.
What's the worst that could happen?
I like it.
I like it too. I think the hair effects are good in this movie.
Feast your eyes.
Yeah, no, I mean, the bear thing was kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
If you had the chance to change your fate,
But, we can finish this, I guess.
Yeah. I like it.
Yes, I do like it.
I like how the princess is the badass character.
Yeah,
Like
that's kind of rare.
And this was like, what, 2012? Yeah.
2012, yes.
So, I must admit, like, again, like the hair, like all the curls and stuff, like how it looked like that good. I think it's really good. I think, animation-wise and story-wise, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. So, I think bottom A. Maybe somewhere else.
Top of B.
Top of B.
Like B's kind of getting crowded a little bit, but I feel like B is a great. Like I feel like most Pixar movies kind of line within A, B, and C.
Yes. I mean that's like a normal distribution.
So, Onward
I don't even know what it's about.
is like magic and shit. Like Onward and
Oh,
Soul.
it's like where. Oh yeah.
Onward and Soul I haven't seen. I just seen trailers. For
I've
it.
seen Soul. It's we'll get to Soul.
We'll get to Soul.
I have some-
Soul's the last one. We'll get to Soul. Well, onward.
I'm familiar with Soul. I've seen it a couple times actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
I watched it once, then I watched it again with family.
Was it like, were you willing to watch it again, or was it like, I guess I could watch it again?
I like the concept.
Yeah. From what I understand, it's like, okay, well, let's focus on onward.
Yes.
We'll figure out how this goes. I've seen the trailer.
In times
I like
of
the idea.
the world was full of wonder and magic.
But times change.
Morning, Mom. Hey, birthday boy.
By the laws of yore, I must dub thee a man's day. Kneel before me.
That's okay.
I have a gift from your dad.
He just said to give you this when you were both over 16.
No way! It's a wizard set. Dad was a wizard.
Your dad was an accountant.
Oh, sure, he was an accountant.
Back for one
But he's on
whole
OnlyFans?
day. Dad will be
Yeah.
back.
What? That went back to life? That's not possible.
Hold on, can I go back for a second?
Go ahead.
No way!
Hold on.
It's a wizard
Oh.
set. Dad was a
I
wizard.
dropped the top of my feet.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, whatever.
Brings him
Fuck, I
back.
missed it.
For one whole day. This spell brings him back. It's a
I just wanna pause that specific moment here. That's a fucking Markiplier. That's
Yeah.
Alf Markiplier. Excuse
Alphaplier?
me? Hello everybody, my name's Markiplier. Well,
This spell brings him back. For one whole day, Dad will be back.
What? That went back to life? That's not possible.
It is with this.
I'm gonna meet Dad.
feet. Foot fetish.
Ah, it's his leg. I can't really remember Dad having the top part. Oh, what did I do? We only have 24 hours to bring the rest of him back.
Until then.
Ta-da! Oh, that's great. Dad, you look just like I remember.
I kind of like the brother being like kind of like a metalhead magic elf.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay.
I don't know if I would actually
Enjoy it.
choose to watch this.
It feels like this is kind of the movie that like if it was coming up, like if you're watching like regular TV, and it was coming up, like okay, there's nothing else on, I'll watch it.
But I don't own a TV or cable
Right.
or Disney Plus anymore. So like, whatever, I guess.
Tom Holland. So the idea's okay.
So I think the best thing I can compare this to is Inside Out, in terms of how much I would like it.
Yeah, I was gonna about to say that too. Or University.
I think it's better than University.
I
Heck-
think so too. Like I like the idea of like a magical road trip in a fucking heavy metal band or a heavy metal band. I like that. I like that idea. It's definitely a C. I think it's.
I think right here.
I think yeah. I was gonna say. I think right there's a good spot. Now Soul.
So I'm gonna pull up the trailer.
I've seen the trailer for Soul, and I wasn't that interested in it. Like, it seems okay. It's just like, meh.
I think Soul tries to do too many things at once and appeal to too many people. And in doing so, like, they appeal too much to the adult demographic, but not in a way that translated well.
Right.
And in doing so, I think they watered it down. I mean, it's kind of about like your purpose in life and like enjoying life.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheesy, I find. Oh. I don't think it's bad though.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's amazing.
I get what you mean. It's the great before.
Before, yeah.
I don't want to live. Okay. Hot take. I don't want to live. I don't want. Can I just like probably be dead? Come on.
Honestly, just staying in the great before would be bad either.
But you can't. Okay. Not tasting pizza is kind of like trash.
That is depression.
That's very depression. That's not.
So I think Soul had potential to be.
But like it had potential, but focused too much on like meaning some demographics. Do you think that was?
Honestly, it had, if executed better, S tier.
If executed
Frankly.
better.
But because I feel it's watered down and they too widely.
Yeah.
Right here. I think that's where it belongs.
Okay with that. It's very unfortunate that movies now like try to do.
It's the Disney effect.
It's the Disney effect. Like Disney is a lot of things. Monopoly is one of them. Like Disney pretty much owns most shit. Like now, like a huge Disney's like Marvel, and trying to appeal to demographics.
Yes.
Right. Like the movies before Soul did not try that hard to be demographics. Soul to me felt like a very demographic focused movie. Which one is so clear, like to that degree, it makes the movie not that interesting.
Now, to me, if we looked at the release dates, I think you will see a relatively clear line from before 2006 and after 2006, because that's when Disney acquired Pixar.
Yeah.
Now, there's likely a lag effect because Pixar was obviously working on projects before the acquisition.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's animation, right? Animation is super fucking long.
It takes forever.
Especially like some stop motion stuff, right? Like, because at a certain point, like they focus more on stop motion. And at some point they focus more on computerized stop motion, or like making it faster. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, like. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with this list.
Yeah. I mean,
like going back now. Like, okay, let's review Dory tier, Dory, and Cars 3. I agree.
Dory tier.
They deserve that tier. C tier, Toy Story 4, Cars, Onward, Inside Out, Monsters University.
Now, we can also look at this a different way. How likely are you to have actually seen these movies? S tier, if you haven't seen it, I'm legitimately surprised.
Absolutely. And even A tier.
A tier, yes.
Like Incredibles 2 is an exception because it's a sequel, but it's just a long awaited sequel that's like you should there's a lot of hype with it. Like you should have at least heard about it. And
Yeah, if you haven't heard about it, I would be very surprised.
And I feel like from B down is either didn't care about it too much, or it was like a very okay, the movie was there. You didn't go out of your way to watch the movie, right?
We had 2 people watching at one point.
We have a lake.
We has a like.
Alright.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. No, I'm pretty happy with this list and
Yeah.
how it has turned out. Pixar is definitely, I think, an easy thing to rate. The familiarity with everything is definitely there. Easily.
Like, it shaped a lot of our childhoods.
Yes, no doubt.
Pixar. Like, a lot of, like, appreciation for animation happened with Pixar.
Pixar pioneered a lot of animation in general, especially
Like, the 3D animation. Like,
3D, yes.
animation. Like, it Pixar and Tim Burton were the main focus for that kind of stuff, right? Like it just did so well with inspiring people for animation, inspiring great storytelling with animation. Yeah, I feel like I wish Pixar does better in the future.
yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
Because like again, it's owned by Disney, and whoever Disney decides, like, hey, do this, like Pixar's like, fucking okay.
yeah. Disney gets what Disney wants,
Yeah.
unfortunately, and like to an extent, like at the beginning of Pixar, unlimited possibilities.
Yeah.
I mean, to an extent, obviously there's budgetary and all this technology limitations. But now Pixar, I find, is pigeonholed into a certain style of movie. Now,
Yeah.
Soul, I think, was a good... Soul and Ratatouille, really good departures from that. Brave is different, but it feels more like your standard Disney princess type movie.
Right, like Disney princess, but like the princess actually does shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think I agree. Overall list.
Frankly, I want to see more things like Soul.
Yeah.
But executed better. If
I-
they can do more Soul, they'll be in a great position.
Personally, I would love to see more things like, I want to see more movies where it's humans talking and not like cars or fish. Like, I feel like movies like that, I think, would be more interesting, right? Like, especially like in our age demographic now. Like with Incredibles, like sure, like the main thing with Incredibles, like okay, they have superpowers. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, there's no instance where superpowers are not cool, unless it's like too much.
Okay, man.
Okay, listen. Kaiman is the most powerful villain of all time. He can solo anyone.
You know what? Let's say that for a different tier list.
Different tier list. Okay, different tier list. Like, Kaiman is S tier, and every other villain is D tier. Any villain.
Now, let us remind anyone who's watching.
Yeah.
This is the definitive list.
Definitive list.
No argument.
There's no argument. If you want to argue, then you're wrong.
And I will tell you, if you comment and say it's wrong, I will tell you, shut up, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And I will dislike.
I'll give you this. S tier can be argued with matchups, but nothing is moving to S tier from our list. At least personally.
Yeah, S tier is 100% solid. If you
feel like Wall-E is better than Toy Story, or you feel like Rebels is better than Wall-E, then whatever.
Actually, I have one exception for S tier.
What?
You could argue Ratatouille.
You could argue Ratatouille. I just think it's better.
But you would have to have a really good argument.
I just think Ratatouille is a better A tier than an S tier.
If someone can comment with 3 paragraphs as to why Ratatouille deserves to be an S tier, maybe.
If someone can comment with their social insurance number along with their argument, then by all means go ahead.
And don't forget the magic 3 digits on the back of your card.
Yeah. Make sure you have your mom's credit card information.
Mother's maiden name.
That was his name.
And your liver.
Yes.
You know, you can lose 70% of your liver and still be fine. It'll just grow back. So
Exactly.
yeah, just you know,
I
message me. I will accept it via mail.
Yeah. We both went to college. We know what we're talking about.
Well, you finished.
I finished. I finished inside college. Don't take out of context, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Bust a nut, my dude.
Bust a nut. Bust a fucking nut.
Definitive list.
Yes.
You take her easy. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.